I'm gonna walk around a little bit here at Boots Off and let y'all see a little bit about what we got. There's little cabins down the hill there. It's kind of neat. We got a doggy down here. I don't know if these folks are coming or going. I don't know if I recognize them or not. We have some of each. We got the flamingo riding the monkey inside there. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, this is where we came in. And this is where we had breakfast and some incredible barbecue last night.
Jay has a system stuff.
That's awesome.
So nice, for real amazing. I wake up at 5:14, 5:45. My man, but it was so nice to do that because I saw the sun at the same time. Yeah, did you see it? No, I didn't taste preservation. And when I arrived at the top, I saw,
Pretty nice place. Big dog.
I'm just trying to figure out, a lot of people bum rushes and everybody's asking.
Well, we've got our crowd together and we are moving along. Right there's where we came out yesterday. And we're gonna road walk a little bit down towards Watauga Lake. And we'll be following the lake at a gentle climb for a little ways today. And we don't have much in the way of water. So we're gonna have to conserve and see how we can make it out. We've heard that the water source at the Vandeventer shelter is half a mile straight downhill. So we might be hauling in water tonight. We'll see what happens. Or eating something that doesn't require much cooking. We'll see how things go. Here goes the FedEx truck who's been delivering some hiker boxes. And Watauga Lake is up. We just rode into town a little while ago to get a little bit of food to see us into Damascus. They've got a little picnic area and swimming area, and the picnic benches are in the water. I'll show you that when we get up here in just a minute. Now there's a little recreation area and swimming area. You can sort of see the picnic tables and the grills out there in the water right there. The water's up a little bit. I think they had a little bit of rain here a couple, 3 days ago. And boy, it's a mess. But anyway, we'll maybe come back here. This is we got to come back and let Gavin do that trip we did yesterday. Maybe we can come back and do it at some point where we can go out there and swim when we're doing it. That'd be awfully nice. Well, water's going to be few and far between now that we've left the lake today. But we've got a nice little stream coming down along. Gavin has dipped his bandana to cool himself down, which is a remarkable idea. What's that? He's all right. He's moving slow today, but he's leading us and he's doing a great job. And we're proud of him. Hadn't seen any other 13-year-olds out here doing this, 14-year-olds now. Yep, so we're sticking close because we're definitely in an area that's known for bear sightings and such today. And if we see one, I hope we see it first. We'll see what happens. Well, we're moving along today. I would say this morning, but we got a late start today. We're still inside of Watauga Lake. Back over there. And moving on out. I think we're still in the bear area. We're just past the Watauga Lake shelter, which has been closed for a couple of years because of bear activity. I think it's so close to the road and so close to the lake that people that don't necessarily follow leave no trace practices can get in here pretty easily and camp and have a big time, and they probably leave a lot of trash behind, and bears are on that in a hurry. So that's one of the things that I will say about the folks that we've seen and hiked with. They are, even the section hikers that we've met for the most part, have been very diligent about hanging up their food, about picking up their trash, about following good etiquette in the shelters to not attract mice and animals and such, and mice and bears and that sort of a thing. But you know, through hikers especially are well versed in the principles of leave no trace and trying to have as minimal impact on the environment as we can have, and we certainly try to do our best to do as good as we can do. In fact, they gave us a tag when we started when we checked in at Amicalola Falls, and our through hiker tags have some of the leave no trace principles on the back of them, but they're especially keen to warn us about taking out everything that we take in, burying our trash, burying our waste, being careful with fires, which are those are the big things that you got to be careful with. Yeah, right. Bullfrog said hanging our smelly, dirty clothes in the front of the shelters to scare the bears away. That's a good deterrent. Yeah, we don't know whether that works or not, but we certainly have an ample supply of dirty, smelly clothes. Even though we had laundry done last night, I think we already have some dirty, smelly clothes after about an hour or so in this 70 or 75 degree weather. In front of Bullfrog. Where is it? There it is. Little tall purple thing. I don't know what those are, but they're awfully pretty. There's another one.
Sometimes the Jews are way off in the distance.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. And we still got May apples. I think those are just the neatest thing. I don't know why I didn't know what they were, but I think those are just the neatest looking plant. There's quite a passel of these little tall purplish things. Alrighty, we just came out. I mentioned that we were right beside a Watauga Lake, and we still are. Boy, that's a nice view right there of the lake. It's a pretty lake. Water's very green. I would imagine the bottom is not as silty as some of the lakes back home. Probably a lot more rocky. Whoa, what are those? Those are pretty. Hadn't seen those today, or till today. And there's some Virginia creeper. And there's a poplar tree popping out. And for the first significant time today, we've seen poison oak. So we got everybody on the lookout and knowing what that looks like in its young stage or phase or whatever. And we're trying to avoid that because we don't want to scratch. But, we've been doing a little bit of up and down and climbing, and now we're back down on the water. We've undone all the climbing we did. That's the Appalachian Trail for you. Climb up, go back down. Climb back up. Oh, just kidding, go back down. Climb up, 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 and then go back down. Well, we are out of the woods for a brief moment, and this is our second dam. I think we're going across. This is Watauga Dam. Right now we're going up the hill on the road. On the road. And it's rocky outcropping right here. And it was especially so across the way from the dam. Looks like an earthen dam. I didn't realize that. But anyway, we're getting up there to it. I'm going to turn off and walk a minute, and we'll show you more when we get there. Okay, there's the road over the dam, and look back behind it. All right, Appalachian Trail goes over the dam. Well, look at that. That's a sure face right there. Which way?
He goes up. Oh, we crossed the dam. I think we do.
I saw a double line on that rock.
On.
And that's looking back the way we came. I said, that's looking back the way we came. Yeah, it is. It is gorgeous. Wow, that's gonna be a long drop down there, I bet. Walk back over this way. Wow, yep, that's a long drop. I've got it terraced though, so you can't fall all week long. I said I have it terraced off, so if you fell, you wouldn't fall for a week. You'd just go down for a day or so before you hit that first little bump. But I just assume not. Wow, gorgeous hike today. Great weather. I know we've got some rain coming in, but we're going to take what we got from what we got. Gavin was pointing out at the valley over there. Anyway, more of the same. I'm going to kick off and get down the road here. Well, we just broke for lunch, and it's awfully hard to get started back up once you break for lunch. We're still in view of Watauga Lake down here. And we all misread the maps. There's climbs all over the place today that we didn't know about. But we'll get it done. We're about halfway through with our hike today. We'll plow forward and move on out. Well, still climbing, still looking out over Watauga Lake. That's a really nice marina right out there. Zoom in a little bit there. And our day has been gorgeous. The weather is cooperative. We are climbing, but that's okay. We're accustomed to that by now. So anyway, we're gonna move on up the trail and get a little closer to where we're spending the night. But man, look at the views. Well, we're still climbing up above Watauga Lake. And you can sort of see out and around that it's a gorgeous day. And the views that we've been provided, thank you. We just keep seeing marina after marina. This must be a pretty busy thing. There's a bridge out that way. Kind of forks over this way too, I think, maybe a little bit. We've got about 2.5, a little bit better to get to our shelter tonight, and we're looking forward to getting our day done and resting a little bit. We've had a lot more uphill than we thought we were going to have when we looked at our maps this morning. They were deceptively disguising the big uphills. But we think we might be about to the top of what we're doing right now, and we'll be able to relax a little bit. We'll see what happens. Alrighty, we are finishing up a water break, and boy, it was a well-deserved water break. I about broke my neck tripping and falling. I fell about 10 feet down the hill here, trying to come off the water source over here. I'm not sure exactly how I managed to make that happen, but I do want to show you this. This is a nifty trick. Somebody has pinned in a rhodo leaf right here in the spring with a rock, and that creates a place where you can stick your water bladder up underneath there and fill it up in a real hurry. That's a nice little spring, nice little area right here, and I think we're still climbing for a while. But we've been climbing all day, and we'll keep going, and it'll be all right. I guess now I've got to go get my pack on because everybody else is loaded up and Gavin's already walking. So we'll talk to you soon. Well, that's where the Appalachian Trail goes, but we're stopped for the night. We've got some buddies here that we've camped around their section hiking for a week or two. And this is the Vandeventer shelter. And I've been told multiple times that I need to walk around the back side of the shelter. So let's see what's behind the shelter right here. There's a big rock. And, oh boy.
Yeah, it's even better when you climb up on the rock.
Yeah, buddy, we've got a nice view.
Probably not.
Yeah, not with a camera in my hand anyway. But wow, look at that view of Watauga Lake and all the surrounding area.
It's even better up here.
Yep, we've got crazy people on the rocks up there, but I think I might have to come up there part way. And wow, this is nice. This is just awesome. We've been climbing all day long, and this is a nice view, and we deserved it. Looking out through the trees with all of God's glory. Oh man, I'm glad to be without a pack for a little bit. And I'm getting ready to go change and put on my Mr. Rogers shoes, get out of my work shoes and get into my play shoes. But, wow, this is incredible views right here. So one thing I didn't show you in the last video there, the mountains back there. That's going to be Roan High Knob back there underneath the tree branches, and Round Bald and Chain Bald that we were on just a few days ago. And we got a nice view of Watauga Lake down here. Man, this is absolutely gorgeous. We could not ask for better weather today, except for a little bit more of a breeze a few places, but we've got a breeze right now and it feels nice. So this is the view when you climb this big rock that I'm crazy enough to be on top of right now. So if I can get down it without falling.